All right. Welcome to Goofine, everybody. I am your host, Rich Giordano. It is Thursday. It is Thursday, May 2324. How is everybody, huh? Haha, yeah, me too. Oh, a little bit. But other than that, yeah. You ever have a conversation like that? How you doing? Yeah, me too. Oh, that's great. Huh? And then you know you. All right. So that was a good time. I appreciate you guys hanging out. And we're starting. Hold on. You haven't. All right. So what makes the most sense? Tonight's discussion will be, we've brushed on everything since we've been doing Goof On, right? But, a lot of people, because of what Bob Lazar said, may believe that the archaeological finds, and some people think it comes from UFO crashes and retrievals, and but other than that, we really don't know. But what makes the most sense? I put a poll in the chat room for people to ponder that and vote. And we'll check that later on in the show. The poll says, what makes the most sense? The government found UFOs, or UFOs crashed and we retrieved them, or is it a mix of both? Well, only found in archaeological find, only found by crash retrieval, both crash retrieval and found ruins, or neither. I have my own theories. So those are the answers to the question, what makes the most sense? The government found UFOs, UFOs crashed, and we retrieved them, or is it a mix of both? In the chat room. So let's do a little roll call, get this shindig going. Huh? Who's this guy? Hey, Marcel, how you doing, huh? All right? Welcome to the show. What's up, Sky Allen? Welcome to the show. I feel like I'm a little close to that. Am I too close? I don't know. I feel like I'm right up into the screen. Is it always like this? Am I always that close? I'm sorry to ruin everything. All right. Let me get this closer now that I'm going to sit back further because I think that was weird. I don't know. Maybe it's the outfit. The outfit. What am I, abroad? Oh, no, you're local. Instead of abroad, like, Come on, man. Sky Allen, welcome to the show. Josie UK, all right. She gets my jokes. Welcome to the show. Do you? David Wilcox, not Wilcox. Welcome to the show. I never actually should have sang that, but I never actually should have sang that. I don't know if that sentence is even grammatically correct. Moody Mongol, everybody. Welcome to the show. How to do, man? Good to see you. The apostate prostate. Oh, you just reminded me. Welcome to the show. Brooke is. Welcome to the show. Hey, Metalhead. Welcome to the show. Paula Faust. Did I already say it? If I didn't, I'm sorry. I don't remember. Everything's flying by tonight. Short-term memory. Why? I don't know. What'd I just say? Who knows? Who cares? Just keep going. Welcome to the show. Jeanette. Welcome to the show. The Angel of Goofon. Ms. Blitzkrieg. Welcome to the show. Marcel Goofonian Metalhead, welcome to the show. Hey, you think it's both, huh, Rubberneck? Well, I'm glad you're here for an education today. Dark Hour Paranormal, Michael Roser, welcome to the show. Glenn Collins, there he is. How you doing, man? Now we officially begin. Feels that way sometimes. All right. Well, there we go. Alfie Joe Bob, thank you. I was waiting for you. Welcome to the show. The LK and Faulkner's here. Derek Faulkner, good to see you. All right. All right, let's get started. ZZKJ Bry. Welcome to... All right. And David Wilcox in the X room. We'll call that from now on. He's at the X room. We'll call that the X room from now on. We put the X in ufology. That's so stupid. It makes sense, though. See, because that's ufology. You can say anything. But if you believe it, then you got to be mad at people who don't believe you. Isn't that how it works nowadays? Because you say it, it becomes it. I said it, so therefore it be. Oh, like Rush said he heard something, right? Yeah. That guy testified in front of the world. Hey, he woke up in the morning and was like, I guarantee he said, why? Why am I doing this? Can you imagine? Why? What's the matter, David? All you're doing is speaking to the world. Yeah, don't say it like that. You're making it, like the world will be listening and watching. They're watching. I know. Why do you got to do this? That's why he had that glitch. He got nervous. Right? That's why there were archaeological sites. Yeah. We've seen the pictures. We've seen the still images. And we know. So, I was thinking, hey, if I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you, all right? It means we got a lot of show to do, and therefore we move. Oh, Scheisse. Scheisse von Skaskun. Hey! Okay, guys. Tonight's one of those nights. Okay. All right, we're going to do that. I got it. All right, bear with me. No, don't. Yeah, no. Don't. We got reminders. We're going to start the show off the right way tonight. Yeah, I know. It's okay. We move. We just keep going. This is your daily reminder on the small screen, and I must do this on the regular until the book comes out. When the book comes out, then I'll stop. Never, Lou.
Left the Department of Defense, ironically enough, to finish the very mission they gave me in the first place. I didn't ask for it. I'm not a UFO guy, not a ufologist. I never have been, I never will be. I'm a counterterrorism and counterespionage guy. Counterintelligence, counterinsurgencies. That's what I do. And it just so happens that in 2008, I was asked to apply those same skill sets into
the UFO community. Capiche? That's your daily reminder. If I could speak. Speaking of being okay, there it goes again. Hold on. Okay, I'm all right. Okay, hold on. Glitch. It's a glitch. My avatar is glitching. That's the same thing that happened to, on stage, right? Yeah, it just happened. Thank you. I just had a hard reset. Did you guys see it? Did you see it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Try it. Yeah? Okay. All right. Thank you. Don't say that. I already have one that's broken. All right. Back to normal. Everything's good. I'm fine. They just had a recharge. Like a jolt of energy. It's like a reboot. Okay. Yesterday, we talked a lot about Carl Nell vouching for Ashim Hayed or Ashed Hayim, however you say it. Who cares, right? No respect, no reason to say the name right. Ashed, he also did it with others too. Everybody I never would imagine anybody backing. Okay? So, I mean, this is amazing. People don't like this guy now. Is it all of a sudden or all the sudden? I've always grown up saying all of a sudden. All of a sudden, I see this post today from Michelangelo on X, who's, pretty known, well, in the UFO community. He says, he says the whole F-U word. I can't. F Carl Nell talk at salt. Zero doubt NHI has been interacting with humanity, he says. This guy. So here's what he says. He's got a career history. Last assignment was with the UA. This is about Carl Nell. The last assignment was with the UAPTF. He has zero doubt that NHI are here on Earth. NHI. Not human intelligence, right? He referenced Elizondo, Mellon, Grush, Haim Ashed, Akuta Matata, and the NWA. Factions within government know the truth, he says. Factions. This is war talk. I mean, factions. Questions the U.S. government are not ready to answer, he said. Oh, they're not ready to answer, but I can tell you. So why is he still walking around? I think he played a round of golf today. Oh, you can whistleblow all day, say the aliens are alive. We're working alongside with them. Who are you? I work inside the Pentagon. What? It's like, what? Hopefully we will see a reintroduction of the Schumer Rounds Amendment this summer. Leader Schumer. Crash retrievals. I didn't plan this. Crash retrievals and reverse engineering. Reverse engineering race among multiple countries. Oh, it's a reverse engineering race, like the moon race. Space race. Moon race. Well, it was. It was who can get to the moon first. We faked it better than even Russia said they didn't go. Well, it was more like, no. So, yeah, so I was going to play a clip, but this clip you already heard. It's a little, weird hearing somebody like this talk about NHI interacting with humanity. Walking amongst us. We wouldn't even know it. No. You wouldn't notice the guy whose skin is so perfect, right? It looks like he has a painted on face, doesn't have any emotions. Oh, wait, I know people like that. Yeah, no, they're amongst us. Ho, they're amongst us. Yes, they are. Oh my God, I wonder. You wonder sometimes who. Wait a minute. No. I was just thinking the Cousins brothers are clones. But no. I've seen pictures and videos when they were young. Nope, they have a history. Can't just say they were built overnight. No, they didn't come out as that and what they are now. No, they were homegrown. No, they weren't. You guys are crazy. Carl Nell. Yeah, all right. You know what? For S&Gs, that cheese and gigs for some of you out there. I'll play this clip. Yeah. Here we go. Just a little bit from yesterday. Oh, we'll just continue. Hold on. We have a whole plethora of stuff we can talk about. All right. Well, I don't know if I want to finish Carl Nell. I think I want to move on from Carl Nell and hear what other people think. You want to do that? So, all right, let's do this. Let's hear people celebrate Elizondo. For a goof. for a goof. Hold on. I think I found it. Here it is. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. All right. This is from the Wall Street, The Good Trouble show with Matt Ford. Pretty good show, I have to admit. Guy knows what the hell they're doing over there. Wish I had tree writers too. Hey, get me 3 writers, researchers, and a shitload of money. We could do what they do. But we can't because I'm a loser. I don't know. No, I'm kidding, joking. We do it great. Go.
Is a boon for the subject and a boon for the human race. We can finally get this party started.
Talk about Lou.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
Osap Rocky in the chat just said, "Happy Lou Nelizondo Day, everyone." That's pretty true. My chat moderators. We have a group of volunteer chat moderators that keep the chat room clean, and they were sending a message during this that the chat was absolutely being inundated with debunkers and intelligence bots. We experienced the exact same thing when we had the episode about Lou Elizondo. And as the thing was going on, I was just...
He had intelligence bots in his chat room?
Looking at the amount of muting that had to happen, which is really pretty sad. If the debunkers and whatnot can't just sit and listen, that just tells you right away that the debunkers, people like Mick West and others, in my opinion, they have an agenda,
that's such horseshit. That right there, that's not true at all. All right, let's say for some reason I got a little bit famous like Mick West. Let's say that happened. Would everybody just all of a sudden think I'm working for the government just because you got more followers? I mean, Mick West, and the guy makes a lot of mistakes, yo. But he does. Mick West makes mistakes and he's not perfect. None of us are. It's just, he's got this background with, science and shit. I forget what he's got in his background, but he's not a dumb guy. And I don't understand why I understand why he would say this. Got to follow that agenda because this is one of them. This show's on that side of ufology. It's a good show. There's good shows that are on that side. Look, we used to watch Weaponized, right? I don't know. Why'd we stop? Why'd I stop? Because, I guess because it was just very frustrating. But they're supposed to be celebrating Elizondo, and I'm waiting so far a minute and a half into the segment. Go.
It is not getting to the truth. Okay, so moving on. So, Lester, one of the things, he went through six sort of government reasons for the resistance to completely coming clean about this whole thing, and this is really for both of you guys for your thoughts on it. So he mentioned number one being national security, number two the government not having a plan, which big surprise there. I swear I think the government can't plan their way out of it.
I thought this had to do with Elizondo. Look, the segment says it. This is what Carl Nell said. See, look, celebrating Lou Elizondo.
Intellect, what he brings to the table. And for him to sit there, of that 6 list, the one that sort of really stood out to me is the non-public agreements. Which, again, this has been something that's been a part of the lore for quite some time, right? That there is some form of established communication and as such some form of established understanding or agreement, which sounds so ridiculous as it comes out of my mouth. But Carl Nell sat on that stage and stated one of the core 6 reasons for not disclosing, which means he has reasonable suspicion to believe that there is the existence of said non-public agreements. I think is an astonishing public statement.
It is. It's crazy.
Because who is making policy political policy.
That's right.
On behalf of the United States.
That's right.
And they're not elected officials, and there's no system of oversight, among all these other things. But I thought that was fascinating. And just a couple other notes here is I do like that he pointed out that national security basically trumps everything else, because it just becomes so easy as a catch-all bucket. I think that was spot on. The repetition of that there's no plan in place, the amount of comments I get on my TikTok about, oh, it's Project Bluebeam and this and that, and it's a distraction from Israel, Hamas, or whatever it might be. We've seen, if you follow this issue closely, we know there's no plan in place. So hearing that publicly again is great. And just like the bureaucracy, the intransigence was the last thing that he said. But it's, no one wants to actually deal with problems right now in the U.S. government, like whether it's about this issue or
not this administration. Boy, I like what this guy said. Holy crap. All right. Well, I thought they were celebrating Elizondo, but that was like, I guess, a second. But I'm glad I hung in there, because I really enjoyed what he said. And then they get into non-human intelligence and the government's lack of transparency, which we know. Lack of trust in government information, which is the same thing as lack of transparency. The UAP Advisory Board and disclosure, which same thing. All right. The reach of media and brain trust in problem solving. So half of that, the reach of media. Kind of interesting. We talked about that before. Like how the media, because the media is owned. We know it's bought, owned, what? Who's it owned by? George Soros? No. Is it? Who's it? Who? We don't know. Who owns everything? Who cares? The government. The government owns everything. Everything that's mainstream media, the entertainment business, right? And UFOs. It's you think you live in a free country. It's not so free. It's not transparent at all. Our government hasn't been transparent since day 2. We just signed it. Yeah. What are you going to do with atoms? You can't just take their money. You got to claim it. Whose money is this? It's from the people. And where'd it come from? We don't know. Somebody may have dropped it. All right. And it's like a tax or something. That's not, funny at all. Carl Nell said some things. Man alive. I'm still, and Michelangelo said, F this guy. He's talking up a storm. And when they do it like this, it has to ring every bell imaginable in your alert system. Like, how do you not freak out over this? I don't get it. I don't know why nobody's jumping out of windows, right? People haven't quit their jobs or changed religion or stopped believing in God. Has any of that happened? I mean, this is pretty big, but I don't know if it reached enough people. It depends. Where was it? Just on YouTube? Like how many people really saw it? Not even 1 million. It's nothing. Got to get the word out, man. And I don't know how we do it. And get the word out about what, Rich? I don't know anymore. I don't know. You think the work's being done, but it's not. And every time something comes out, it's immediately looked at, scrutinized, and pushed away, and then realized, it's BS. It was just, I don't know, like hearsay or something. Very frustrating. Hold on, what is this? Just listen to this just give me a second. I want you to hear this. So what else we doing?
times during his public congressional testimony, Grush said he could not reveal certain evidence about the aliens because it was super secret and he couldn't reveal the secrets in public.
No.
So did he then take his evidence of aliens to AARO, the office both literally looking for evidence of aliens and cleared to hear top secret information?
No.
Was David Grush formerly the government is secretly hiding crashed alien UFOs and alien bodies? He also claimed that the aliens have injured and killed Earthlings. He presented no evidence
Phil Schneider.
of any of this. But all the viral news coverage got the attention of some members of Congress, who brought Grush in to testify. Many times during his public congressional testimony, Grush said he could not reveal certain evidence about the aliens because it was super secret, and he couldn't reveal the secrets in public. So did he then take his evidence of aliens to AARO, the office both literally looking for evidence of aliens and cleared to hear top secret information? Was David Grush formally invited to speak with AARO and present evidence of his claims?
AARO invited him 5 times. That was documented and put in.
All right. We know what happens. So there was today on, I guess it was Reddit. I'm not sure what this is, but somebody whistleblew some shit and then disappeared. Here's what it says. Air Force CCT posted whistleblowing account. It's gone, but here it is. Not sure whistleblowing is the right word. I'm not revealing something I did or breathing a secrecy agreement, but I am sharing something I experienced and things I've learned. I'm posting this anonymously, mostly because, I don't want anyone being able to find me or reach out to me on social media or anything. I'm not anonymous. I'm not anonymous because I am under some insane NDA, non-disclosure agreement for those who are following, or afraid of the, Men in Black will come from me. Frankly, what I'm going to share is probably legally safe for me to expose, though certainly frowned upon. Suffice to say, I don't expect anyone to believe what I have to share, but I believe it might be helpful in connecting the dots for some of you, some people. I've followed this subject pretty closely in the years since my experience on the periphery of this phenomenon, and I've read some other people's posts, whistleblowing. They include some pretty extraordinary claims about NHI, mega ships in the Bermuda Triangle, and vast conspiracies, etc. I'll warn you up front. I don't have anything that extraordinary or specific to share, but I am aware of certain things that I know. 1000% to be factual, and I've wanted to post this for a while. Honestly, I hope more people do the same, and a more accurate picture can hopefully emerge via people sharing what they know. I graduated from the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs in 2003 and served as a CCT for just under 16 years. Deployments to Iraq, Afghani, and Somalia. Last 2 years of my AF career, I was 24th STS and deployed as an augment with TF Blue. Hold on. My time operating within a Tier 1 unit at the end. Hey. As I'm reading it, it's gone now. I went to go, scroll down. There's a scroll down. So I went to scroll down, and it won't come back. Let's go back. Let's see if I can do this. Scroll. Nope, it disappeared. Nah. It's just a white page. Unreal. Oh, wait, here it is. No, it won't scroll. Oh, that disappeared. There's something wrong with this. Whoa, okay, I'm out. I don't know, man. That's weird. I want to know the rest of it for cripes. Oh, refresh? No, don't have to. Oh. Yeah, I don't happen. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get it back, so that's that. All right, I don't know. Very strange. Hey, I want to thank Ben, the Yorkshire Griffonian, who yesterday sent 2 PayPals over for $4.20. I want to thank you for that. Mucho gusto. Hey, generoso. Ben, the Yorkshire Griffonian, thank you very much. Sorry, I didn't see it. Oh, I think because the phone was charging. Yeah, that's right. Thanks again, man. Appreciate your support as always. Appreciate that. All right. Yeah, we got people with some new memberships yesterday. I think there were 10 that were gifted. I appreciate you guys doing that. That was pretty good. 10, 15, I don't know. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was pretty good. I set up my new phone theme. So now the theme has changed. We've got the American flag with the skull crossing. But what's really cool is how everything looks on it. It's very vibrant. It looks good. I had the other theme for almost a year. Yeah, it was like a don't quit. It said on that, keep going. Yeah, when you get hit, you get knocked down, you don't stay down, you get up and keep moving forward or something like shit. Hey, by the way, I only remembered that, not because it's the Rocky movies, but I just watched The Fall Guy last night. It was fun. I recommend just having some fun. I don't know if you guys can watch that, but it was good. It was fun. I was surprised how good it was. It was different. I didn't expect it to be the movie it was, and that's why I liked it. All right, here we go. Let's pull this up for you. All right, here we go. And it's taking its time. I don't want to go through this again. Come on. It's not working. Okay, get rid of this. It's not working. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on, man. This is not cool at all. All right, so what it's saying is when I open this up, try to open up the article, it says 404. You know the 404 thing? It won't show up. For all of the things that I have open here. Yeah, this is weird. Did you guys hear about the UAP topic that came up today during the oversight of the U.S. Department of Energy meeting? Anybody? Yeah. I guess here's some questions posted by Tim Burchett and Riolana Paulina and the answers by Secretary of Energy. This is amazing. Are you kidding me? Why? Why would the UFO topic come up in the oversight of the U.S. Department of Energy hearing? We're going to find out. This is bizarre. I'm missing something. I don't ever remember this happening once. See, everybody wants to get in on it.
You talking about transporting fuels?
No, ma'am. I want you to speak. Well, I was going to follow up with the numerous reports by the Federal Protective Services officers describing suspicious occurrences of UAPs over nuclear facilities.
Oh. Let me just say, the Defense Department has said there is no evidence of UFOs, et cetera, or aliens in the United States. However, at those sites, there may be drones that may be...
Wait! Didn't we just have a guy whistleblow who swore on a stack of babels? There are pilots, the aliens. This is amazing what she just said. There's no evidence for UFOs or aliens in America or something like that. Oh my God, I'm so excited this is happening. Yeah, I'll play it again.
United States. However, at those sites...
Sorry, go ahead.
There is no evidence of UFOs, et cetera, or aliens in the United States. However, at those sites, there may be drones that may be nefarious. And so we are definitely looking at that and making sure that our national security sites are protected. We have a whole program.
And they're not. If you attach a little bomb, plastic explosives to a drone, you can go freaking fly one to Palo Verde's nuclear power plant in Arizona. There's nothing to stop you. They're not going to shoot it down. They don't have that kind of... Never fought. All right, let's go.
Program countering drones that may be coming from...
Well, this isn't about drones, and this is prior to drones even. What protocols does the Department of Energy have for reporting and responding to any UAP sightings near nuclear infrastructure? And people joke about this, but I get a lot of questions about this concerning this and about this hearing today from my constituents. So I would appreciate you answering that if there are any protocols.
Well, certainly there are protocols whenever we see anything unusual around our nuclear sites or our national security sites writ large.
Secretary Granholm, earlier when Representative Burchett asked you about some UAP stuff, you said that the DoD drones, correct?
Understanding that the Department of Defense has looked at this and issued a report.
I have a lot of just quick and concise, if possible. Been persistent claims and reports, including those from credible
head of hair, right? I mean, man, great head of hair. Go.
So just quick and concise, if possible. There have been persistent claims and reports, including those from credible whistleblowers, seeing that the U.S. government potentially included energy has been involved in reverse engineering from UAP. Pentagon's proposed Kona Blue program aimed at reverse engineering such technologies, although it was ultimately not established. Can you clarify whether the Department of Energy has been involved in any such efforts, or, either historically or currently, to analyze reverse engineering materials from related to UAPs?
I have no knowledge of that.
Okay, there are several reports indicated frequent DOE nuclear facility April 1st, 2021 at Lawrence National Laboratory, also known as LLN. Can you detail the DOE's current secretary prevent unauthorized drone activities or UAPs and what these measure frequencies of incidences?
Yeah, we have a whole counter effort to make sure that all of our national security sites are protected from incursions from say that.
I guess she can't tell us how they're protected.
Are not authorized. So there's a whole series of protocols, probably not ripe for discussion in this public setting.
Correct. So I reviewed some unclassified materials, 50s, and so they weren't just being reported as drones back then. And I encourage you to look over those materials because I think that upgrading that program to cover down on UAPs. There have been documented sightings of metallic spheres over DOE facilities in this instance, such as one report on April 30th, 2019 over LLNL. What investigation have been conducted in regards to these sightings and what conclusions do you ensure and origins of these objects?
Yeah.
I'm happy to follow up with you.
Submitting also too for public record some questions after this, if you could please answer those. Considering the DOE's involvement in nuclear and sensitive research facilities, how does the DOE coordinate with agencies like the Department of Defense and AARO to investigate UAP sightings?
We are part obviously are teamed with the Department of Defense because of our national security and nuclear mission.
Are you able to cite any specific data analysis efforts?
I don't have information on that.
Okay. As of right, and I'm submitting some questions for you after this, but I hope that you guys can answer those in a timely fashion. And again, for those that might be tuning into this, I would encourage you to look at some of those unclassified materials, and we'll be happy to provide your office with that. I'll just by one other question, I guess, to close it out. Does the DOE currently work with JSOC in order to handle security measures?
We work with all of the security entities around the federal government. We're part of an overall all-of-government effort on both cyber as well as national security.
Do you guys work with JSOC? Yes or no?
Yes, we do.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, ma'am.
I see what you got. Woo Riders, DG. Same bullshit answers always. Yes, sirree. Stephen A says blah, 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 blah. Ba 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 booey. Ba ba booey. Dan Peters, how you doing? God, what's up, Chief? A girl named Tom. Backed house, really? Not really. But thank you for noticing. Philip Swain, everybody. Good to see y'all. Stephen A. Internet has been wacky for me. Right now, it just. What's up, Bob Marley? With the PayPal support. Mucho goose generoso lady. You didn't have to do. Thank you, Jeanette. Jeanette, the angel of Goofon. Tell everybody. Thanks. A continuing. All right. So, what do you think about what happened here? It's. They don't have a plan. And I went, what do they have? How are they protecting it? Are there turrets around the building? I got turrets, towers? Did it got towers and turrets? Yeah, that's true. Charles Barkley, everybody. No, that's just ridiculous. No, I saw a UFO. No, I can't do it. But let's hear what Luna asked. Love the name. Great head of hair. All right, you ready? The question she asked. Well, you know, Burchett. Of course. Here, let's go back. Listen to what Burchett says.
That may be coming from.
Well, this isn't about. This is prior to drone protocols. Does the Department of Energy have for reporting and responding to sightings? Clear infrastructure. But about this concerning this constituent, so I would appreciate you answering that protocols.
Well, certainly there are protocols whenever we see anything unusual around our nuclear sites or our national security sites writ large.
Secretary Granholm, earlier when Representative Burchett asked you about some UAP stuff, you said that the DoD essentially had denied any existence of that, and you referred to them as drones, correct?
It's my understanding that the Department of Defense has looked at this and issued a report about it.
I have a lot of questions, so just quick and concise if possible. There have been persistent claims and reports, including those from credible whistleblowers to this committee, suggesting that the U.S. government, potentially Department of Energy, has been engineering technologies recovered from UAP. For example, the Pentagon's proposed Kona Blue program aimed at reverse engineering such technologies, although it was ultimately not established. Can you clarify whether the Department of Energy has been involved in any such efforts, or, either historically or currently, to analyze reverse engineering materials from related to UAPs?
I have no knowledge of that.
What would happen if she said, yeah, of course? Pandora! Next.
Reports indicated frequent drone and DOE nuclear facilities, including an incident on April 1st, 2021. Laboratory, also known as LLNL. Can you detail the DOE's security measures to prevent unauthorized drone activities or UAPs, and what steps are being taken to enhance these measures of frequencies of incidences?
Yeah, we have a whole counter drone effort to make sure that all of our national security apps are protected from incursions.
All right, she's there. She's not answering questions. We're having internet issues. I see it. I'm getting a message. You know, I was talking about leaving StreamYard because it's getting worse. It is. They can't handle their growing pains are they're too big. They can't get running. And you don't have to have a fast internet connection, they say, to have streaming. Everything's done through them, they say. And I have an extremely fast computer, so shouldn't have a problem at all. As a matter of fact, when I use any other station or any other site or anything else, no problems. Only with StreamYard. Come on, man. Of course, I think there are nefarious activities against me. You know? So, it's who I am. It's what I believe. Okay. It is. I'm not even able to get emails. I'm trying to got a message. It said it came in. It's not here. I don't know who it is. Yeah. It's a trouble. My message. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Yeah, it's not working too well. Can't even. People are. Wow, it's dropped out. I don't know. Can you guys see me? It'll come back. Hello? Hello? The audio is amazing. Okay. Oh, I had another thing open. Okay, I'll just talk. The audio, it'll come back. I mean, this has been going on it's starting to come back, it looks like. So just hang in there. I want to thank Hungry Dragon. It looks like we're back. Hungry Dragon sending off to PayPal as well with looks like $6. $6. God dang. Amazing. Well, thank you, Hungry Dragon. That was awfully nice. I'm trying to open it and see if there's a message in there. And it doesn't, well, I can't play here. Now work. $5.55. Hungry Dragon. Good to see you. Thanks for the continuing support. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we're good now. Nope, it went out again. I can see it. So I'll just talk. Just talk here. What I'll do is this. Nah, don't go anywhere. All right. It is the Men in Black beats and tapes, right? Yep. Metalhead said it. It's no problem. We're all gonna lose it soon anyway. Why though? Why? Yeah, I think this is. It's not intentional for me. I think this is just the way it is. It's peak hours. StreamYard, and I'm sure it's just a StreamYard thing. I don't think it has anything to do with YouTube or your internet or mine. This has been a StreamYard issue that's been going on and progressively getting worse for over, I guess, about a year and a half. They're growing. They're very popular. They can't handle it. I'm telling you, they need to do something and do it quick because they're going to, I don't want to use them anymore for this problem alone. I don't know. What do I know? If people are dropping out, I don't blame you. Just come back, check back in. I still see it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's the worst I've ever seen it. And I don't think the solar storms are still going on. All right. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me okay? Oh, wow. It's bad. What are you going to do? Jesus. Oh, wow. It looks good. What are you going to do? It looks good on my end. Okay. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, guys. Incredible Wahoo. Oh, it's not my fault. And it's not yours either, Incredible Woo. You can open up all those tabs. Keep them open. As long as you're not looking at them all, they don't stress your computer out like they used to in the past. All right, I'm going to pull up some information. Let's keep going. Well, I'll just keep doing the show and whatever happens, happens. That sound like a deal? All right, big deal. We'll do that. All right, I'll play this video, even though it's not going to look good. We'll play it anyway. Why not? Right? You guys love videos. Oh, this is bad. He might as well be Helen Keller. Aww. Well, some people are getting a good connection. So for those of you who have a good connection, this is for you.
Hey everybody, Tim Burchett, just leaving oversight. Several questions for Secretary Granholm, and she was clueless. I asked her about some recent UAP sightings and situations that have been documented, and she kind of smirked and said something a little smart on, and then I asked her about use of energy over at our military bases using Russian energy, having a meeting with an admiral who said they do it, and she just laughed and said, oh, I don't know anything about that. And then I asked her about the small nuclear reactors, which are a huge deal. And then she told us Whopper. She said,
All right. Here we are. It worked. Yeah, that was weird, huh? Thanks for waiting that out. Very strange. All right. Well, we'll continue because we got stuff to do. I can't believe how that just happened. Now look, everything's working perfectly. That makes no sense at all. It was like slowly, right? It was getting worse, getting bep, 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 bep. It was like domino effect. It was weird. All right. Well, this is very interesting. This is I don't know. I'm not going to play this right now. Let me see this. Because we're a little bit thrown off. We were talking about. Well, let's just talk about what we should. Archaeological digs? Most likely, right? Doesn't that make the most sense? I'll be honest with you. Everything makes sense to me. The archaeological finds, that makes sense. No, let me take it back. You know what doesn't make sense? The 120 plus crashed UFOs. Now, I'm going to tell you something you probably never heard of. And if you have, good. Roswell was UFOs, but it was probably Germany. Because they found a lot of stuff around that time. If we all recall what happened during World War II. Richard Byrd and Antarctica, right? All that. Yeah, man, that was a good time to be alive. Good time to be alive. And I don't know if you guys heard Hungry Dragon threw down $5.55. So I want to thank Hungry Dragon again, just in case it was coming out. Okay. Thanks for being a continuing supporter of Goof on Hungry Dragon, throwing it down. So there's a poll in the chat room. Has 102 votes on it at the end of the hour. Well, the bottom of the hour. Hold on, let me refresh that because it looks really foggy. I want to see it, and I want to look at it with my own eyes. There we go. Now that's crisp and clear. Yeah, don't forget to vote, like, subscribe. You know what? I know you don't share. Nobody shares. Only a few people share. But, if sharing was a real good thing, everybody'd be doing it. And it is a great thing, but only, 2-3 people share. It's got to be 100. 100 people should share. All right, let me move on. I'm sorry. So these archaeological dig sites where we find the UFOs make sense to me. Now, the one thing that kind of doesn't make sense are the 120 something crashes. And I just said I think Roswell was probably a crashed UFO from the Germans. Maybe not. Maybe it was us. Could have been. Could have been what we stole. Everything, right? We took it all. It's ours. We did it. We crashed. And I bet you we did put up chimpanzees and stuff like that in these craft. And say, look, Bobo, pull, and Bobo would be and pull the lever and the thing and crash. And then you got burnt monkey fingers. They looked like suction cups. They weren't suction cups. There was bubbled up skin. Ew, yes. You didn't think of that, though, did you? Well, the lady said she touched the finger, and she never said she touched the finger. It just looked like it had suction cups on it, right? It was a big hand, it was like a monkey hand. It was like this, right? Could Could have been. That's why they brought child-size caskets. You understand? Monkeys in space. Call Mel Brooks. Is he still alive? We're alien overlords. Al Michaels. How we secretly serve the tall whites. Oh, no, that's from the Y-Files? Oh, let's take a listen. When did this come out? A couple weeks ago. Yeah, I remember this. Oh, let's take a listen. Nah. Yeah, why not? Come on. I love the Wi-Fi's. The Y-Files, I meant. I love it. I'm not a big fan of Hecklefish anymore. Kind of annoys me.
The hair on the back of the cook's neck stood up. It felt like he was being watched. He turned around. Nothing. It was Nellis Air Force Base in the middle of the night. The mess hall was empty. All the men were asleep in the barracks. The only people awake were him and a couple of guards at the front gate. The only reason he was up was to grab a little extra chow. One of the perks of being a cook, you get the keys to the kitchen. Then he heard rustling. He turned and something flashed in the corner of his eye. Something small and white, and it moved fast. A door quietly squealed open. Then he heard steps running into the desert. He caught glimpses of something white darting through the brush. He thought it was too big to be a rat, but maybe a coyote? He wasn't sure. Whatever it was, he didn't want it rooting around his kitchen. He picked up a rock and threw it toward the noise. Then he heard a whimper. As he reached his arm back for another throw, he felt a hot pain shoot through his body. He dropped the rock. He was paralyzed by pain and by fear. Then he heard a woman's voice from inside his own mind. She said, "Stop or die." The pain dissipated. As soon as he could move, he bolted back inside the kitchen. He locked the door behind him, terrified. He had no idea where the voice came from, but he knew one thing for sure. It wasn't human.
Oh, why, Files. The tall whites. Isn't that what this is about? Our alien overlords. All right. I'm a little worried.
Did you meet the extraterrestrials or merely see them?
Oh, I met them many times, as I described in my books.
That's Whitley Strieber.
Looking for them. They were always happy to come looking for me.
It was March 1965 when Charles Hall arrived at Nellis Air Force Base in the Nevada desert. He was fresh out of basic and excited to see his new post. When the Air Force tested Charles, he showed an aptitude for math and science. After graduating top of his class, he thought he could choose his own post, but he was specifically sent to Nellis. Area 51! Well, Area 51 is officially a detachment of Edwards Air Force Base, but yes, it's in the same area. Charles was trained as a weather observer. Back. Then he saw it.
I said, I don't know if it's really that good, but it looks good. Go.
It wasn't a rabbit or a coyote. It was a child.
What the fudge?
Describe them. I know we have an animated picture of what they look like on the website. Kind of describe the tall whites for us.
Well, the one that Paula has on her website is a very good rendition of a particular tall white lady. Each one of them were individuals, like the people say in New York City, but they were generally, throughout much of their adult life, they were about the same height as me, 5'11", 6'.
Okay. Already discredit 110%. Does anybody know why? What did they just hear? No, I'm serious. I'm not joking. Anybody who's, if this guy says this, which he did, hold on, let me go back and play it again. I want to make sure I'm right. No, it means a lot to me.
Particular tall white lady. Each one of them were individuals, like the people say in New York City, but they were generally, throughout much of their adult life, they were about the same height as me. 5'11".
All right. He did it. Height is not pronounced height. I cannot take this gentleman seriously. I don't care who it is. I think it sounds like Whitley Strieber. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I knew my instincts were right about Whitley making it all up. Damn it. But I don't think he would say height. Yes, this person said height. You cannot be intelligent and say height. Sorry. Oh, let me take that back. You can't be credible. I'm sorry. I'm a bad, I'm a jerk.
Like the people say in New York City. But they were generally, throughout much of their adult life, they were about the same height as me, 5'11", 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
They were very thin and frail. They had skin as white as a piece of paper. What I do know about them is that they come from a planet that's somewhat hotter than the Earth and somewhat larger than the Earth.
Yeah, of course it is. A little bit hotter. Yeah, that's why, because we got global warming. A little bit bigger than the Earth. If it was a little smaller, we would be like, oh, but Earth is small as it is. See, that's why that fucker said it. It's a little bit bigger than Earth. Because if it'd be smaller, then everybody would think the moon? Right. I know it's a psychological thing that this guy said it, and I hate it. I've heard every person who's ever claimed the planet size, it's always bigger than Earth. Always. I've never heard anybody say, oh, it's really small, like in between the Earth and the moon size. That has never happened. You know why, right? Because we wouldn't believe it. Oh, they got to come from a bigger planet, because that's the stupidity of a hoaxer. They don't think things through all the way, and we're going to find those mistakes when the dominoes start falling. Yeah, because there's going to be little glitches where, oh, the dominoes stopped. Why? Because they said height. Ah, good one. Let's listen to some more of Meshuggah.
And they naturally live underground.
Naturally live underground. Naturally. They live underground. That's why they're pure white. It's a little hotter. Does that make sense that they would be indigenous to a planet that they don't even go up top for? Well, maybe they were always underground and, hollowed Earth. Maybe they have a hollowed planet too. Stop. Just stop.
The girl was barely 3 feet tall, and her skin was chalk white. She wore a silver jumpsuit and boots, and her hair was brilliant white blonde. Behind her bright blue eyes, she looked as terrified as Charles. She was tangled in the brush. He called out to her. He said there's no reason to be afraid. He wasn't going to hurt her. He cleared the sagebrush around her so she could easily get out, but he made himself clear that he wouldn't touch her. On a nearby fence post, he left a canteen of water. He said if she was lost, he would help her. All she had to do was ask. Charles turned back toward the shack.
All right. So he assumes an alien knows what's in the canteen of water, right? If somebody from another planet hands me something that I don't see anything leaking from it, any signs that there's water in there or just something drinkable, like I'm really going to pick it up, I'm going to think it's a bomb. So see, these are the holes in these stories. Yeah, okay.
That's when he heard something crashing through the brush. It was big, and it was moving fast, and it was getting closer.
And that guy just happens to look like a young X-Files. What was his name? Mulder.
Charles turned and saw something. A man. A very tall man.
Some would
he had
say
the same features as the little girl. Pale skin, white hair, silver suit, and he was charging right.
It's the guy from Contact! Oh my God, that's right. It was the guy who sabotaged, and that was, what's his name's son? Busey's kid. Gary Busey's kid. Kind of looks like him too. Not this thing, but Gary Busey's kid in the movie Contact. He was the guy who blew up. He was the religious fanatic. You see him go by the camera like this. You know, with his big teeth and hair. That was a great part. Poor movie. Poor Carl. For Carl.
At Charles. The sounds of the meadowlarks now became screeches. The peaceful desert had become chaos. Charles jumped back in the weather shack and barricaded the door. Did he just see range for Harry? Charles wasn't sure, but he was sure that these people weren't human.
You know, that's kind of racist. I mean, all they did was have white skin. Very white skin with white hair. They looked just like them, but why couldn't they have been albinos? Right? They could have been the albinos. He didn't even ask, are you the albinos? No. Are you an albino? You mean albino? Yes, that's what I said. No. Okay, well, what are you? We're tall white people. So when he had to give his story, you know, they go, what'd they call themselves? They're tall whites. You gonna go to the KKK rally this weekend? Yeah, you got a new hood, I heard. Yeah. Should we ask these tall whites to come with us? Fuck yeah. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I love it. Yeah. Maybe it isn't ridiculous. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. This is the problem. You know, this is why we don't know where they come from, right? I know there's a lot left to this story, and I can't play the whole thing, but yeah, this is supposed to be a real account. Really happened. It's supposed to be a very credible guy, a very credible witness, very credible story. It's supposed to have everything we've ever wanted from a smoking gun story. Just isn't so. And what's the main ingredient that's missing? We've got the characters. We just have what's missing? That's right. The evidence. Good. You guys, you know your shit. You do. You do. Hold on. Oh my. Is this today? Hold on here. Where is this? Hold on, this can't be real. Something is happening. Hold on, let's see if that's real. No. Okay, no. Let's see if this is it. Oh my God. The aliens live underground. Archaeological. When was this? Was a year ago? Could there be another civilization living among us? Why is this being put up now? UFO expert Anna Whitty has put forth a theory. We know that people think they're living underground. We get it. This is the problem that I have with ufology. And the thing is, it's not a problem. It's just the way it is. And it's very frustrating. The stories are never going to end. I know. So what am I? Oh, God. I'm like, whew, man. All right. Let me pull this up for you. Because we had a minor problem with the internet tonight, I have a video to show you from Into Thin Air. Let's go there now. Let's get rid of this. Let's open this. Let me get, stop, present, share. Antarctic anomaly is back. This from Into Thin Air. 3, 2, go.
My friends, it is my opinion that the Antarctic anomaly frequency is heating the Atlantic Ocean and will make hurricane season a lot worse. Check this out. And of course, this is only a theory. All right, my friends, welcome back. We're on Vent to Sky, and look what's back. It is May 23rd, 2024, and we have the beginning of the Antarctic anomaly once again. This one goes for a few days before they remove it. They will remove this. They always do. I'll skip to the days real quick just so you can see how far this frequency goes, because that's what this is. This is a frequency technology coming from both.
Hey, I'm going to pause this for a second. I want to go back a little bit. Look at, apparently the anomaly is, from what I understand, that we've been following this from day one. Does that look like the shape of a boat? Yes. And wasn't there one single boat that was seen in that area during the event? Yes. And other times this anomalous event showed up. Could the boat be the Philadelphia experiment boat, and it's trying to come back, and we're seeing the shape of it, but then it blends in with radar technology? What if that's what it is? I'm telling you, man, because it looks like a freaking boat, I'm thinking this has got to be a signal. Maybe it's coming through the universe back into Earth 50 years later, 40 years, whatever. When was that? 69? I'm telling you, man, hold on. Hold on. All right. Here we go. Come on. All right. The Philadelphia experiment. 1943. Okay. I thought it was later. For some reason, I have no idea why. How did I get that wrong? Around October 28th, 1943. Okay, so check it out. That anomaly apparently just started showing up. So 43, 53, 63, 73, 83, 93, 03, 13, 23. 81 years later. Maybe it tried coming back 80 years. And we're just now showing up. Wouldn't that be cool? It's the Philadelphia experiment making a comeback 80 years. All right, we'll continue this. That's got to be the craziest thing. But it's just as good as any other anomaly because look, it looks just like a boat. I'm telling you, it's the energy from the Philadelphia experiment splashing into our reality and spreading northward on the map. Go.
I'll skip to the days real quick just so you can see how far this frequency goes, because that's what this is. This is a frequency technology coming from Bovet Island, and you can see this spreading all the way up to the northern Atlantic, and I'm going to explain why we see this again. As you can see, the data here ends on the 29th. They will remove all data except for the data that initially took place, which will be right about here at 11 a.m. on Thursday. So you'll see this, and you'll see the rest of today, and then they will gradually remove this data. Now, I want you to think about something. The insane amount of heat we've been having in the Gulf and the southeastern states. But my friends, what we are seeing here with this heating of the Atlantic Ocean, we are 3 months ahead of schedule. As you can see on this chart, this is where we should be in the month of August as far as the temperature in this section of the ocean, the exact path where our hurricanes come from the west coast of Africa, sweep down through the Cape Verde Islands and then into the Caribbean.
That's crazy.
This is going to be a serious situation.
That's crazy.
And also the Gulf. We're going to be dealing with Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, all these areas, including the Gulf of Mexico and Eastern Florida. That is why, in my opinion, of course, this is my theory about this situation, we are seeing this Antarctic anomaly because this is a type of frequency weapon. This program has no other way of determining this type of data, so it only puts it out in a wave format. That's why it's not showing up in any other setting, and sometimes we get this on windy and sometimes we don't. But this, my friends, is the program trying to analyze this data, and the only way it knows how to is to put it in this form, so we're seeing an significant energy pulse. That's why we had the insane weather all over Africa and then Brazil shortly after and during these anomalies. There's no denying that that weather lined up exactly with every time this anomaly popped up. You can see that here in this image. Every time the anomaly popped up on 4/9, we had insane weather in Cape Town, South Africa. It was then followed by insane weather in Kenya and then Oman.
Say goodbye to Dubai and say there's no thrill in Brazil. What is going on with the boat anomaly?
And then Brazil, as we just discussed. So keep an eye out for significant weather in these areas or the continuing of significant weather. My friends, this is a very significant thing that's taking place down by Antarctica, whether it's the island we've been speaking of, the Weir antenna array up to the northwest of the island, or the Antarctic.
By the way, it's Ventusky. See in the top left? He's using Ventusky, in case you want to look at the anomaly on your own.
Coast itself. Regardless, this is a frequency. There's nothing physical about this situation or wave. There's no waves being read because that's not what's actually here. It's only being read as waves because this program has no other way of analyzing this type of info and putting it out to us. This is the extent that we get the anomaly this time, going all the way up into the North Atlantic Ocean. This is unbelievable, my friends. I'll keep up on this as always. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We saw his editing software. Nah. Into thin air, everybody. As always, I'll put the link to that little movie in the show description. Oh my God, what is going on? Could it be the Philadelphia experiment making its way back home today? It's gotta say a lot. Looking at the boat in the ocean view. Sometimes you gotta go where everybody knows nothing. All right. All right, let's pull this up here. Oh, Humanoid. All right, Humanoid. So this was in Atlanta, Georgia. This was back in April on the 10th this year. So the statement reads, well, this afternoon, I was pressure washing my driveway in the afternoon, and I saw something odd. I'm fully expecting to be told I'm an idiot and it's a balloon, but it was moving against the wind. Against the wind? That sounds like something from Skinwalker Ranch. What is going on? This is... Really? This is a joke. Oh my God. And I fell for it. Look what the picture shows. It's Greer's little man. It's Greer's Flying Freddy. Isn't that Greer's guy? Isn't that Oboko? Or is this, this is real? Oh, I thought this was Greer's guy. Doesn't that look like Greer's little man? What's Greer's guy's name? Bobo? Everything's Bobo in ufology. There's a guy named Bobo from the Bigfoot people, Afro. What is it called? Brofro? What is it? Isn't it? Afro. Anomalous figures reaching out. I don't know. I don't remember. Oh boy. Oh no. Yeah. See, I knew it. God, I'm getting good. It only took 20 years, but I'm getting good at this. Secrets. Nope. That's not for this channel. Okay, here we go. Wow. Wow. I forgot to show this. This happened back in April too. Wait a second. Oh, we did show this. Then why is it showing up here like I just put it in? What time is it? 8:38. We only lost like what, 6 minutes of show tonight? That's it. It was only 6 minutes. All right, here we go. Tom DeLong. So I can't. I can't play that. I can't. Who? I don't know who this is. I'm going to read the... I want to read this to you. But, yeah. No, this is too weird. I'm not going to read this to you guys. It was an experience some woman had. And it was just, I didn't like it. It's why I haven't played it. Or showed it. All right. This is weird. All right, we were talking earlier before we got cut off. I don't remember exactly what we were doing, but we were talking about the archaeological finds and all that stuff. I know that much. So let's go down to the chat and take a look at the poll. I'll end the poll. There it goes. I usually forget the polls. Shut. Who said? All right, here it is. The poll has 128 votes. And it reads, what makes the most sense? The government found UFOs, or UFOs crashed and we retrieved them, or it's a combination of both. So coming in at 7%, we... only thing we found was by crash retrievals. At 9%, only found in archaeological finds. Wow. 19? Well, neither. I have my own theories. And coming in at a whopping, 63%, both cache retrieval and found ruins is where we get the UFO info technology. Thank you for voting. Thank you for playing along. So that's an interesting poll. It's kind of how I thought it would go. Not 63%. I was thinking more like 50, and then, but damn. I didn't, yeah. Well, being that there's only 127, I think 127 crashed UFO retrievals ever. Since when? You know, it's like, since when? Or did we find a cache of UFOs in an archaeological dig? That sounds something that I think happened. I think that's probably how it happened. All right, let me check something here. Somebody just made, thank you. Very good eye right there. Whoever said thank you. Yeah, you really caught that. Good catch. Thank you, thank you. So most likely, I think it's archaeological. Maybe I'll tell you why. All right, here's why. Maybe. All right, so one reason might be they had to leave in a hurry. Why? I don't know. Maybe there was some sort of catastrophic disclosure. Now, there was a catastrophe either en route or about to happen. So why did they have to leave anything behind? Well, maybe they buried it and thought, we'll go back after the smoke clears, because that's a huge, it's going to be a huge impact. May take 10,000 years. Who knows? Whatever the aliens were thinking. So they buried them. And they'll come back for them, right? Or when we turned them back on, somehow, some way, we got inside them. According to Lakatsky, we actually had a look-see inside one of those things, didn't I know, right? I'm sure something was activated. If these aliens are who I think they are in the movies, then in reality, they should be the same. Yeah. They think like humans, they act like humans, and by golly, they think like humans. It's like, how? Oh, it's just, you can say whatever you want and it doesn't matter. You're right. And wrong. And so am I. Because until there's disclosure, until that Pandora box is open, because it's not, once that Pandora box gets open, there's no shutting it. We will know everything and anything. We will know. When did this happen? Holy shit. What? 1,800 years ago? Oh, that's 1.8 billion years ago. The aliens were here. Oh my God. And then there was a big... and then the moon showed up, it says here in the records. The Earth got hit by something and it was spinning so fast. Mars, hold on. Mars got hit by the same object. Are you kidding me? And all this would come out. Because then we're going to find out, hey, everything about us does not feel like should be on this planet. Isn't it true that our body clocks are like on 28-day cycles, like women? Your cycle's 28 days, right? Not 30. Not 31. It's 28, right? Somewhere around there. That's just like Mars. Right? And a full day? 23 hours, I think, on Mars. I don't know. It's something like an hour off. All right, let me pull it up. You want to be accurate? Let's be accurate. You want to play? We'll play. Come on. How long is a day on Mars? How long is a day on Mars? Oh, I was close. It's 24 hours, 37 minutes, and 22 seconds. And its solar day is 39 minutes and 35 seconds. Okay, so it's about 37 minutes longer. It's pretty close to the same, right? See, I think we came from Mars. I think that's our DNA. That's why when we go outside, the sun it's too much. Yeah, you can walk around, but if the sun's out, you're doing this a lot, right? You need glasses or you just don't go out and look up. Also, where did our fur go if we were from chimpanzees? Yes, I know. We share 97% of the DNA as a chimpanzee. I get it. Where's our fur? We don't have fur. We got hair. A lot of hair. Hair. And it came with a bottle of water. So that, and what else? Can't see at night. Worth a shh. Can't see at night. We should, because Mars is twice as far away from the sun as we are. Almost exactly. It's weird. Well, not exactly, but, we're 90 million miles away. It's 180 million miles away. I'm just saying, give or take a few miles. Right? All right. I think that's how far Mars from sun. I think I'm right. 130 million. Okay, I was close. 130 million miles away. I don't know why the Earth is 94. Okay. So it's 130 million miles away. So the sun isn't as bright. Right? And at night, it's not as dark. I don't know. It's dark. I don't know. You should see better though. We don't see good at night. We see like shit at night. Terrible. For being an indigenous mammal that, we are supposed to be carnivores and plant eaters, but my God, really? We can't see at night. We're beings. I don't know why that is. And it's weird. It's almost as if we lived in like twilight light, like in between. And it's always like in between. There's no dark. There's no too much. light, right? That's kind of what it feels like. Maybe we were underground. It was the lighting underground. I don't know. So Mars has that big scar on it, right? It's the ultimate of Grand Canyons. You can fit like 10 Grand Canyons in it, I think. It's ridiculous. It's huge. And I think that scar was the demise of the planet. Whatever hit Mars and made that happen, devoured it could have been a nuclear strike. We don't know. But the atmosphere was wiped out. Apparently there was water. There's similar weather. Maybe, we don't know. Running rivers, oceans, lakes, ponds, all that stuff. We think. I mean, there's signs all over the planet. Now, they had to bring us to Earth because Earth was another planet in the Goldilocks zone. You know that asteroid belt? There was another planet there, yeah. That got hit by, I think, the object that scraped Mars and collided maybe with the moon. I'm not sure. But I think the moon was brought in. I think the Earth was wobbling so much. And they said, look, we can't wait for the Earth to chill out and settle down. We got to bring in a mechanism to bring our people over to that planet. It's habitable. It'll be habitable if we could just chill it out, slow it down. And they did. Yeah, they brought in the moon. This is my story. I'm sticking to it. They bring in the moon, they put it in orbit, and then the Earth, guys, I was dizzy, the Earth said. Thank you. And now, and now it's, I can't fix this. It's always going to be like tilted, right? So, it's just the way it is. But at least we're slowed down. And the moon doesn't make sense. Everybody knows the moon is way too big to be an Earth companion. It's ridiculous. A tidal lock? Are you kidding me? It's weird. The moon, I think, was brought here to slow that crazy cycle of spins that the Earth was going through. Just, there's no other question. I don't know how it all happened, but our solar system is strange. I always call it it's like the bunny trail of systems. We have one star, we got one planet. Well, there's a couple of planets with rings. I think Neptune and Uranus actually have rings, but not as pronounced as Saturn. So Saturn's got the rings, and we got the Jupiter with the weird storm, 300 plus years old. That seems to be expiring slowly. We had a rocky planet. What was it? Pluto. Now it's, not deemed a planet. But we've got 8 of them registered here. And one is the only place we could call home. It's like the starter of solar systems. Like, we can't have more than 8 or 9 planets. We just can't have 2 suns. It just doesn't work that way. It's a starter. This is you know what it's like? It's like a farm. Yeah, I know you heard it. Alien zoo, human zoo, whatever you want to call it, maybe. And maybe, just maybe, there is a hollow Earth. And maybe the Earth was built that way, with the hollow Earth. You don't like it on top, you go inside. Oh, to get there, forget about it. You'll probably die trying. But the reward is sweet. The nectar of the unknown will enrich you to live on forever. Or something. Yeah, I think we're living in a starter system. And I'm not sure about this consciousness thing that everybody's talking about. I had a serious discussion with Dark Hour Paranormal. I mean, we talk all the time about this stuff, but the other day, you know, I was just like frustrated with the whole process. Like, you know, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Nobody knows. He admitted it. And things he was saying, I was challenging. And of course, he challenged my thought process, which makes for a great discussion. And as always, we always say we should have recorded that, but it wouldn't have been the same. But the thought is, what if these are just containers? We heard Anjali say it. We heard Strieber say it. Say it. Beepity boppity say it. Everybody says it that's into that, right? You've heard it a million times. Maybe it's true. Say it is. It's true. These are containers for our souls to learn what it's like to be human, for the all-knowing, all-seeing eye, the mind, hive mind, that just doesn't happen when you're down here. See, what I think people are doing, if they can really talk telepathically, I think they're tapping in somehow to the reality we're not supposed to be a part of yet. The afterlife, maybe. Maybe. Now, some people want to call that alien species. Oh, so it's not the afterlife. So they're out there. You can just talk to them telepathically. Why? Because they can do it? Okay. So they can do it. And I can do it because they can do it. Does that make sense to anybody? So you can have a conversation with an alien if they talk telepathically. You just talk with your mind without moving your lips. Watch. Right? I said, this is ridiculous. Watch. That's what I said. Right? But what if it isn't ridiculous? And what if we are ascending, as we've heard many people say before? We are ascending. You know what that means to me? We're evolving, right? So if we were created, we're also evolving. Can we have it both ways? That is a freaking good question. How can we be created and evolve? Does that make any sense? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Because when you're alive, you're taking in the experience. And that's what God wants, or the all. See, something's wrong. That doesn't seem right to me. That almost is like a slave-infested planet we're living on. You get down there and you learn. All right, calm down, Rich. See, the souls chose to go and experience what it's like to be Rich Giordano. Oh, so the souls are like in another room just chilling out. They're walking in a total recall like, yes, I'd like to have an experience, please. I would like to not go to Mars, but I'd like to go there mentally, please. Yes, we have that right here, Mr. Schwarzenegger. Over here, come on. This place looks fantastic. Looks so different from the outside. I would never have guessed this was here. Well, that's the intention, you know. So is it all bullshit or what? I heard you gave a guy a lobotomy. Well, that doesn't happen now. That's old technology. Oh, thank God. They're fantastic. I want to get going. I want to go to Mars. And we go to Mars? Is that what we're doing? You're just a soul? And you get to choose from billions of names and historical to-be figures, and you don't know the future. But I thought everything was happening all at once. if it was, then the all-knowing, all-seeing eye would know everything anyway. I call bullshit. I do. I don't believe it. It's weird. I just believe, maybe when we die, maybe what's left of our memory may seem like another lifetime. Like maybe I'm dead, but I'm living here to lessen the blow of the reality I once lived. And this experience isn't even happening. This is all programmed because I'm dead. And my body, my mind, my soul couldn't handle it. So I have to live in these lifetimes until I can experience the right kind of death. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. It's very confusing, but it all makes sense. It all makes sense because we were created and now we must evolve. Doesn't make sense. If the aliens made us, we're not real. Yes, you are. No, not. How can... Oh boy, I need Michael for this one. Maybe tomorrow. He was supposed to come on. And as a matter of fact, wait a minute. I think Jeff Willis is coming on next week again. Yeah, he's coming back next week. I think on the 6th. Yeah, Jeff Willis is coming back. Michael's coming on. Who else? I don't know. We'll figure it out. That's it tonight. I'm getting out of here. Yeah. It was a weird show. Thank you for those of you who stayed. I really appreciate that. I know some of you have stayed here for 2 hours without me here. I do. I appreciate you waiting it out. And I'm glad we got to finish up. So we'll be back tomorrow night. And I'll be doing some editing tonight. Today was just an odd day, long day. Couldn't get into making the videos. I thought I'm going to drop a few videos for the members tonight. Nothing major, but at least there'll be something coming up instead of just the live shows. All right, tomorrow night we'll be back 7 p.m. It's Friday. And then, this Saturday is the route, right? Is it this week? Hold on. Next week, next Saturday. Oh, wait. No, this Saturday is the roundtable show. All right. We got a good week coming up. All right. We'll be back tomorrow. And I want to thank you guys, super chatters and moderators. Thanks for everything. Really. I know you put your time and support into GoofOn. I appreciate giving me the chance to make this truthology for ufology. Like, I don't know what I'm saying. Just thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Oh, and truthology for ufology, because that's what it's about for you. All right. We'll see you guys. Thanks, veterans. Newcomers, thanks for chilling out in the chat, making it fun. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Be careful. Be safe. Alien bless.
There's a good thing. It's rotating. What was in the skies over and why did it sound like it was treasured sites in Christianity? UFO,
Roswell or Roswell.
With wisdom and rage, no lies, no tricks can shake his groove. In Richie's world, only truth will move. Richie G, lightning in his eyes, tearing down the fingers with his cosmic cries. With jokes and lore, he sets the score, leaving us yearning for more. From Roswell to Area 51. With a grin so wide and a heart so bold, he's leading us on a cosmic rock and roll. Raise a glass to Richie G, the cosmic rock star, spreading truth and laughter near and far. In the UFO 90s, the blazing lights, vanishing field, rocking through the night. Richie, thundering through the sky, rocking ufology, never shy. With jokes and lore, he's the cosmic roar, leaving us screaming for more. Here's the Richie, our ufologist king.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done.